Hello, fellow citizens. Citizen Laszlo here, and today we're going to be talking about the Gray's Basher. Named the best of the worst by somebody, it looks like something Waddle would make for the Reavers. It packs 6 size 2 weapons and 4 size 1 missiles. The default loadout has 4 energy weapons and 2 ballistic gatlings. It also comes with this annoying looking crane thing on the top, but you can get rid of that. I mean, just look at those little guys. Who are you shooting with those size 2s? Who do you think you're gonna kill, buddy? And oof, man, look at that crane. Ugh, why is it there? Why? Why? Let's talk about some metrics. The ship is small, so it should be nimble. Our pitch is 67 degrees a second, yaw is 50 degrees a second, and roll is 205 degrees a second. These are really important, and they'll come up later. And check out that piddly 4SU of hydrogen. Wow. One of my favorite parts of the ship is it comes pre-installed with the hull, but first, let's get rid of that stupid thing on the top. Grab your gun, unlock your ports, and yeet that thing into oblivion. And now that that's done, let's check out the hole. Where you get into the ship. What the hell, man? And on the right-hand side, we've got a weapon rack that you can put weapons into, or if mine has a weapon already in it. Check it out. Wow. I feel like this should come with every ship, but the one thing this ship doesn't have is a place to put your drugs when you find them. You can't put them on top. And no matter how hard you try, they will not go on the gun rack. So don't try it. Seriously, it won't work. It won't work. Just get rid of them. You don't need them anyway. Get rid of the drugs. Okay, much better. And next to the weapon rack, we've got storage. Wow, you can put stuff in there. Like med pens or a gun or drugs. No, wait, the ship can't hold drugs. Just check out these little bitty guns, and wow, this is pod racing after all. Look at that. Come from a Drake Buccaneer, but somehow it looks a little bit smaller. There's more hole. From the hole, you get in and out of the cockpit. And at this point, you're probably tired of me talking about the hole. So let's go do some combat tests. And for all of our testing, we'll be running Gilly's mission number 3, as it has ships that this thing should be able to take care of. First up in our test is a brain dead Hornet. I don't know what makes these guys brain dead, but they don't move sometimes. We'll just have to ask Chris what's going on.
Target is destroyed.
And pew-pews from the front. And almost hitting a rock. And here's a little bit of combat footage. It's a fun little ship to fly. I'm not gonna lie. The sound and feeling of flying this ship is kind of a joy. Just listen to it. It sounds way more powerful than it actually is. It's like if a Chihuahua had a really deep bark. And not the bite of a Chihuahua. And while we've got some combat footage rolling, I'm gonna put some stats up on the screen. The 2 weapons we have are the Snapper size 2 repeater and the Death Roll size 2 Gatling. The Snapper has 28 alpha damage, is energy. The Death Roll Gatling has 14 alpha damage and is physical. And if we look at everybody's favorite, the Deadbolt Cannon, it has 140 alpha. This is important because we have armor and deflection going on now. Lower alpha is going to have a harder time getting through armor. Now, penetration isn't everything, but I will make an argument here that size definitely does matter. I went ahead and swapped out all of the weapons for Deadbolt size 2s, so now we can put on our head protection and enter through the hole. Thanks, Chris. What you're now seeing are the 6 size 2 deadbolts in action on yet again a sleeping NPC. It's really weird, but the deadbolts just don't feel good on this ship. Even though they're better, I would much rather have the default loadout. And here's where the ugly truth rears its head. The Asperia Talon. The Talon, when available, comes in at 115 USD, whereas the Basher is 110. But it also has 2 size 4 weapons and can be purchased at Area 18 for 3.2 million Alpha UEC. In this next clip, we're going to be running AD4Bs, but that's not what we're here to talk about. On top, we have the Basher, and on the bottom, we have the Asperia Talon. You can see on the Talon that it pretty much takes the cake on every metric except for roll. And now we'll look at stealth. On the top, again, is the Basher. Not too bad, except for, the cross section. And the bottom is the Asperia Talon. Now, I will note that these both have the same exact components, which are the Talon's default components. Again, on top is the Basher with a full deadbolt loadout, 840 alpha damage, and the bottom is the Talon with a full deadbolt size 4 with 1220 alpha damage. Again, not trying to dig too much of a hole here, but on the top is the whole HP for the Basher at 5,000, and the hole for the Talon being a little under 25,000. Now, would I recommend buying the Basher? No, not for what it has on paper. If you like the aesthetic, or you think flying a small ship is fun, or if you just like it, do you boo-boo. It is smaller than the Talon, which means you can fit it on more and more of them on more ships. Now, will I keep the one that I bought? Probably not. But I'm going to have fun while I've got it. All in all, I would give it a C grade. As in, it passes, it works, it's fine. But there are simply just better options out there for the price point, and for not spending money, you can just buy it in-game. But I'm not going to judge you either way. You do you. If you enjoyed this video, or if you disagree with anything I say, please feel free to scream at me in the comments, or you can catch me on Twitch under the username officiallyunemployed, and you can come yell at me there and tell me I have really, really bad opinions. Have a good day or night or whatever time it is. Bye-bye.